This is why Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather's names will forever be synonymous. They'll forever be linked. These two are rivals. Every boxer basically have a kind of Hall of Fame career. Gotta have that rival. You know what I mean? We know Manny Pacquiao had that rivalry with Juan Manuel Marquez, um, Barrera, Morales. You know, he's had numerous rivalries. Um, what you call it? Timothy Bradley. You know, but his main nemesis was Manny Pacquiao. I'm sorry, not Manny Pacquiao, but Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? It's funny how a lot of people, in boxing, they always try to criticize this man Manny Pacquiao's resume sometimes and say, "Oh, he fought Bradley 3 times, he fought Marquez 4 times." But sometimes I be hearing fans say, "Oh, people don't do rematches anymore. How comes we don't have any rematches in boxing?" That's what's missing in boxing. People don't have rematches. We get close fights, but we don't give it. It's like I said in previous videos before, man. Boxing fans, some of the most difficult fan bases to deal with. You know what I mean? But the reason I'm making this video is, Stephen A. Smith interviewed the man Floyd Mayweather at the Las Vegas gym, Mayweather gym out there in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And basically, Stephen A. Smith was pressing the man Floyd, telling him, about his last fight with Andre Berto in September of 2015, and how a lot of fans were not happy about that fight. There was a lot of critics who were disappointed that Floyd was fighting for his 49th fight, fighting Andre Berto. A man who would have lost like 3 of his last 6 fights going into that fight. And a man who had only fought like once a year, very inactive since 2012 up until he fought Floyd. But what does this guy Floyd Mayweather do? He comes back and say, "Oh, last time I checked, the man Andre Berto is a former world champion. Last time I checked, he took some losses, but he came back from his losses." Yeah, okay. And then he goes in on the man Manny Pacquiao. He said, "Oh, look at the guy Manny Pacquiao fought. Nobody knew who he was. Nobody knew who he was. He was a nobody. Nobody knew him out here. That fight should have not been on ESPN." All right, Floyd, what do you suggest? That the fight be on Showtime pay-per-view? How about that? Why don't he fight on one of your undercards? What do you suggest, Floyd? That the fight be on PBC? On PBC on CBS or PBC on Fox? You know what I'm saying? I mean, give the man a good suggestion if you don't feel like that fight should have been on ESPN. What do you suggest, Floyd, that the fight should have been on Top Rank's pay-per-view model, where Manny Pacquiao fought Jesse Vargas and Timothy Bradley and the Timothy Bradley 3 on Top Rank pay-per-view? Or should he try to get back with HBO? And we already know HBO got nothing to do with Manny Pacquiao anymore. See, that was a nut-ass statement by Floyd Mayweather, man, if I may say, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, man, this fucking McGregor and Floyd madness is boring me. I go look on my YouTube timeline. That's all I see. All I see is videos about this McGregor Floyd shit. And I'm not talking about uploads from people make YouTube videos. I'm talking about from like the media channels, Seconds Out, ES News, Fight Hype, all the ones where we get the interviews. Everybody's on this Floyd Mayweather and McGregor thing, man. That's why it's been a slow week in boxing. You check it, I'm even kind of struggling to find relevant videos to talk about, and news stories. But, I was going back to what Floyd Mayweather said. Like I said, I thought that was a nut-ass statement by Floyd. What do you think? Where should the man fight on? You know what I mean? You check it. That was a perfect place for for Manny Pacquiao to fight. You know what I mean? On ESPN, man. The man got a great viewership, too. You know what I mean? That was a motherfucking event out in Australia. You know what I'm saying? Early in the morning, they was out there by like at least 10 o'clock. You check it? Waiting for these fights, you know what I mean? While we waiting for the fights here in the U.S. on prime time. That was a good showcase for ESPN, and I'm happy about how ESPN carried that particular card. Now that Mariaga and Lomachenko, that was bullshit. I told y'all fellas, man, I fell asleep on that card, on that particular fight. You know what I'm saying? The Brian Vasquez and Raymundo Beltran fight was way more entertaining than that Lomachenko shit, But, Floyd Mayweather, you see, this is why, like I said, man, these two guys will forever be linked. And Mayweather must consider Manny Pacquiao amongst his peers. You know what I mean? Yeah, he beat the man, no question. Floyd's the best of his generation. In my opinion, should have been the fight of the decade before Manny Pacquiao was. You know what I mean? You check it. But it still shows that this guy Floyd Mayweather might still be I don't know, man. You know, he still got to throw the man Manny Pacquiao's name, put his name in his mouth, you know what I'm saying? Because, yo, he must consider him amongst his peers. And believe you me, man, the way Floyd fought this guy, the way he fought this guy, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd was very cautious, man. He said it himself. This guy's a good fighter. This guy sets numerous traps. And Floyd wasn't trying to get caught, man, because, you know, he had his whole reputation on the line in his 48th fight. You know what I'm saying? So, believe you me, Floyd still considers that victory. In my opinion, I still consider it. It might not have been his toughest fight of his career. And we also got to watch, you know, in boxing is a kind of sport. We got to realize when fighters fight each other, you know what I mean? I.e., for example, Joe Louis versus Rocky Marciano. On paper, you go look at it like, God damn, man, Rocky Marciano knocked out the great Joe Louis. But you got to consider when these guys fought, you know what I'm saying? What time, you know, what period, where were these guys in their careers? What age were they, you know what I'm saying? The same factor, in my opinion, goes with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, you know what I mean? You know, another example is even like, I don't know, I look at like Ray Boom Boom Mancini when he came back after like a 4 or 5 year layoff to fight Hector Camacho, you know what I'm saying? You know, that was a fight that was brewing for a minute at 135. Should have been happened, but it didn't. But it happened after the man came off a long layoff, Ray Boom Boom Mancini, in a close-ass fight with the man Camacho. But like I said again, we got to consider when fighters do fight each other, you know what I mean? And at what stage they are in their career, you know what I mean? Not taking nothing away from Floyd's victory, man. That was a good, entertaining fight, in my opinion, you know what I mean? The man did what he had to do. He made it look like easy work after years of anticipation. But still, the man Floyd Mayweather still is kind of trying to bash the man Manny Pacquiao, you know. He said that fight should have not been on ESPN. I'd like Floyd Mayweather to suggest what platform that fight should have been on, you know what I mean? Because it damn sure should not be on no pay-per-view. Shouldn't even have been on no cable like HBO or Showtime. ESPN was the perfect platform, Floyd. Stop talking out your ass. Be Marsh Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments. I'm out. Peace.